Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm back with one more video, and today basically it's not an interview video, it's an interaction with the senior management. And today we have Kishore Buddha sir, and also we have super senior Navneet bro, and he has been joining us to have a talk with Kishore sir. And today we'll be focusing on what are the necessary thing a fresher to keep this in mind before and after the placement. And today he'll be giving what is the best time to start the preparation for your placements and importance of joining startups and also the MNC. So we'll be having many questions to Kishore sir, and he'll be saying his opinion on those questions, and we'll have a good talk. And without wasting much time, let's start the talk with the Kishore sir. So hi sir, firstly, welcome to our channel. Firstly,
Hi.
and
Hi.
yeah, Navneet bro. After a long time, we are
Hey, hi.
meeting.
And Navneet?
It was pleasure being here, man.
Pleasure, bro, pleasure. So yeah, so without wasting much time, I will ask my first question. So like, just give a talk on your view. What is the best time to start preparation for placements, sir?
So this is a kind of another myth, like, we need to start our preparation from the first year.
Mhm.
Someone will say that, like, first year of first day of college, we need to start our preparation.
Yeah.
Be wrong. And because there are many people who started their preparation one day before and they also got success.
Mhm.
So it's a generic answer, like, if you're confident enough, if you are just going with your life, that is more than sufficient. Like, don't fix up any target that I need to hit this, something like that. Go with your flow,
Okay.
be yourself. And
Mhm.
that's, special preparation not required. Just by saying all these things, with the placement officer existed in these jobs and all,
Mhm.
stating that we will give you this training, that training.
Mhm.
But in real, all these are not required. Just be yourself, go with the flow.
Understood, sir. Understood. So got it, sir. We got the clarity regarding your view. And my second question is like, as you mentioned, it's also a student role in his preparation. So additional to that, what is the role of college TPU in guiding them and suggesting them? What is the basic role of TPU, sir? Any view on that?
Yeah, definitely. It's a very good question, Akshay. TPO generally what he does, like, he meets various industry clients on a regular basis.
Mhm.
So whenever he is interacting with the industry leaders, they keep on telling, like, Kishore, I think we are looking for the
Mhm.
React developers,
Mhm.
Angular developers. So which is not there in the adjusted course curriculum.
Agreed.
So when the TPO is only the person generally meets the industry people, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Industry will never come and meet the academicians, I can say.
Exactly.
But the TPO is the person, like, who is to travel to the industry and asking, like, come to our college,
Yeah.
recruit our students and all. So when this gentleman is meeting the clients and all, then they are the people who are going to update us.
Mhm.
This is our future requirement. This is our, openings in future. So when they are saying that this is our requirement, then we will come back and tell to our HOIs, heads of the institutions, or the senior leadership team in the academic institutions, so that they are changing the type, curriculum time to time. For an example, Geetam University, understanding the basic needs of the industry right now, they changed the syllabus within just 2 years.
Yes, sir.
So batch to batch it is changing, making sure that the 4 years down the line, to meet the industry requirement, they are preparing the students.
Got it, sir. Got it.
So TPO plays such kind of important role to bridge this gap between industry and academia.
Yeah, so even I was one among the students, and I know the importance of TPO and its role, what is played in my life and all.
Correct.
But coming to the vice versa of the second point, in some colleges we also seen that they don't have TPO, so there is no particular cell to guide a student and all. So what is your suggestion for those students, like how they can prepare and how they can overcome this thing, absence of the TPO?
Let me branch this question in two ways. Like, there are reputed organizations like IITs and all. They are also having a TPO that, they generally call it as a professor in charge for the training and placement. but generally they'll not play much role in bringing the companies and all. So everything will be by student community only. They will only talk to the recruiters and all. Yes, the dean kind of role will be having as a professor in charge as a rotational basis, as a responsibility sharing. All the professors only will be taking care of the responsibility. But here students are playing an important role, like, they are talking to the recruiters. They are talking to industry for the internship collaborations, incubation centers, etc., kind of projects and all. So that cluster of students are different. So probably your question is on a different side, like whereas some rural college where they will not give much priority for the TPO. They may not have the facility of the training and placement cell and all. But if you can observe, there are newses for every day. I think recently Navneet also shared me a video. Girl got selected in Amazon just by watching the YouTube videos. In Amazon, right? So it's like all about the mindset. Every student doing particular course knows, like, what he want to do and where he is right now. And I keep on telling to all of my student friends, like, answer these two questions: where you are right now and where you want to be. And if you know the answers for these two questions, I think you don't require any support. Automatically you will fetch all the arrows
completely like
to reach your destination. This is what I'm thinking.
So if you're looking,
yes, in addition, if TPO is already existed in a proper way, then definitely it will be an added advantage. Like, instead of your search, he will be doing a search for you, and he is making your search engine, Google search engine, is a very, very vast area, right?
Yes, sir.
So this TPO or TPO community department will narrow down your research area or search area, and they will give you small area to search.
So if you are looking into the conclusion of the point number 2 and 3, self-awareness plays a very important role.
100%.
Yeah, sir.
100%.
Got it. So Navneet, any questions from your end?
Yeah, sir, I just want to know your view, like, like which kind of industry, like, students should choose, like, a product-based company or a service-based company. What is your view on it?
I can say, no, I never worked in any industry, but what I always understand, the people, those who are offering more and more packages, people will call it as a product-based company, or less package service-based company. That's a kind of wrong assumption. There are companies which are offering less salary in the product development, and there are companies which are offering more salary in the service companies. But my point is, like, if you're asking me which company we need to choose, both are correct. It's depend on all your satisfaction levels. Like, basically I'm a mechanical engineer. I did my PhD in mechanical engineering. Many people suggested me, go and do your research area, develop, as many papers as possible, publish it, become as a good researcher. But from the past 17 years, I'm getting happiness in giving the jobs for my student friends. So where you are getting this kick is important. Okay, so answering your question, product-based company or service-based company, the two things, it's only one industry you are, which industry you are searching.
Got it.
And what you are doing, that's all.
Got it.
So, like looking into the outcome of your point, satisfaction plays a very important role. So whether it's a product-based company or service-based company, or whether it's a high package company or low giving package company, the satisfaction is the key role. So
give the names of the companies, but I'll tell you one. You don't know programming, but if you're very good at talking, you'll pay paid more than 10 lakhs. There are plenty number of companies today.
Okay.
I will let you know, sir. I will have a talk with you. So I'm good at talking. So yes, I completely agree with your point. So yeah, many students had a mindset of they will be skipping the placements and having intention of doing higher studies. So what is your view on that approach, sir? Like, it is good to do higher studies, or just after third year or fourth year, it is okay to be satisfied with the company? What is your view on that, sir?
It's a kind of controversial question, but I can say students must go for the placements, no doubt on that. It is a golden opportunity for them. I'll tell you what happened 2 years back.
Mhm.
I think Navneet batch and all.
Mhm.
Some of the students aspired for higher studies and left the job opportunities.
Okay. Mhm.
But they ended up stating that no country allowed them for doing their higher studies.
Okay.
And they were in a confusion state, like, what to do
Okay. Mhm.
and where to go. They were full big question mark.
Okay.
So what always I suggest, parents never expected you to go for higher studies.
Higher studies.
Trust me, whoever it may be. So they are joining you in Geetham University or any university for that matter. You will come back with graduation degree and one job offer later. Now, whether to join that company, you take a call after doing your additional effort. Like, you got admission into 2-3 good universities, premier institutions. Go and try that. And all the organizations also aware of that you are not going to join.
Yeah.
If they required 50 people, they will be considering another 50 buffer. So they are considering 100 students as a final selects. But with an assumption that going for abroad or higher studies, don't lose the opportunity in front of you.
Okay. Got it, sir. Agreed, sir. I completely agree with you, sir. Yeah.
Please.
If you're looking into the current situation, because of the pandemic, corona pandemic, the IT sector has been a bit affected, and even the mode of working has been affected. And currently, even company has seen that. I have read the blogs that even company has increased the difficulties of hiring the people. So since you have been in this training and placements in long time ago, so what is your kind of experience, sir? Before corona, how was the situation of companies mindset, and after corona, how was the situation of companies hiring? So how is your opinion on that, sir?
Have not changed yet. So they are still remain same. I'll tell you the background story of this.
Yeah.
The recruitment partner, or the HR in particular, their job is to understand the job description of their project leaders, project managers.
Mhm.
So the projects are same,
Okay.
project managers are same, or the companies are same.
Mhm.
So only the thing is they are working from the home.
Mhm.
So there is no much change in the expectations of the industry,
Okay. Mhm.
either before Corona or after Corona.
Okay.
It is same.
Same.
Are you ready to train? Are you trainable or not?
Okay. Mhm.
We will teach you something what we want. Are you ready to listen or not?
No. Okay.
But before Corona or after Corona, the change came in the mindset of.
Mhm.
Imagine a student who never gone to college life after 10th standard, that is +1 and +2, did online
Okay.
intermediate life,
Yeah.
and suddenly he jumped into a college life
Okay.
where everything is mesmerizing and it's a teenage completely, right?
Yeah.
So so the whole problem came there and started ignoring the way how he started ignoring of 10th standard education. He started concentrating the same way the engineering education or whatever it may be, the graduation. So this batch, when they are passing out, they're very, very, they need to face challenges.
Agreed.
That's only the thing. So mindset should be changed in the people, student community. The recruiters are still same before and after Corona.
So, by listening your inputs, I just heard about a statement which was given my father. So when I was in village, I was not able to swimming in the water. So my dad was like, seeing others swimming is different, and jumping into water and swimming yourself is different.
Exactly.
So I was relating that statement with your input. So yes, I completely agree with your inputs and all, and that was the reality what is happening currently.
So few companies offer internships during their undergraduation itself. Like, do you prefer people work during their undergraduation, or you feel they should completely spend their time in their academics, then only they should go and work? Like, what was your view on it? Like, what kind of attitude you prefer?
I totally agree. Recently, I was in Coimbatore. There, it's a very good university. I met the people there. So, join in India, graduate from abroad.
Oh,
So,
okay.
join in India, graduate from abroad.
Okay.
It's called diversity of your life. Always industry mixture kind of syllabus curriculum must be there in any educational institution. So it's unfair, sending you all for the internship during your academic, 4 years of graduation. We don't have an option because ours is in the university. There are recruiters who are expecting you, so we are using that. But the other side, yes, industry mixture should be there. Like, at least 6 months of internship must be there during your course curriculum. So that what will happen tomorrow when you're going for project implementation stage, then you will also on par with the adjusted employee. Otherwise, you will be in the same, student maturity levels, and their corporate maturity levels are different. So when you are given a responsibility to behave in this, all about mindset. That's all.
So just have a random question, sir. Like, see, instead of along with preparing for the technical stuff and all, what is the role of soft skill in this corporate sector, sir? What is its importance? Because many students are not giving importance for the soft skill, but looking in reality, that is the key role which makes you unique from the crowd. What is your view on that soft skills, sir?
It's a business, Akshay. Soft skills is a kind of word called business.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. You take your classmates of 60 people. Tell me one person who is not going to get married in their life. Exceptional cases, you leave it.
Yes, sir.
Everyone will get married.
Probably, yes, sir.
Everyone will need to lead their family.
Yes, sir.
Everyone need to do some business.
Yes, sir.
Either a job or it may be any small pani puri shop at least, or dosa shop at least, whatever it may be, they have to do something in their life.
Yes, sir. Agree.
Do you think soft skills required for doing a job?
Probably.
And do you think that the skill set what he is having is not soft skills?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Soft skills is something like convince others. Simple.
Convincing.
And either in any one form, each one at that.
Yes, sir.
A teacher is asking student, why you were absent yesterday? Do you think student will argue with the professor?
No.
Why should I answer to your question? He will give the convincing answer. That's called soft skills.
Agree, sir. Got it.
Father-child relationship. Soft skills.
Soft skills.
Opposite way also.
Yes, sir.
Kids ask parents like, Papa, I want this. And father is very good at communication now. He will convince these children in such a way that not this month, next month. Emotional blackmail will happen.
Okay.
So yes, soft skills are not something which we need to learn from ABC Center or XYZ Center by paying 10,000 rupees.
Yes,
it is just inbuilt in you. Only the thing is you are not using memory card.
Exactly.
Which is already there. You just need to tap that.
So soft skills overview is just convincing people. It's all about the communication. So,
that's all. That's all.
So even if you're relating the soft skills to the corporate sector, it's all of having a proper communication. So yeah, guys, as Sir was mentioning, it depends upon the situation, whether it's a home or whether it's with a friend. But corporate sector is completely different, and you should have a proper way of approaching people, and you should be good at communication. So just start as much as possible, and you can be good at convincing people and saying them to say yes. So that was all about the soft skill. Even I was highlighting regarding self-awareness. I'll just try to work on that, and you will be knowing what to do and all. Like when I was doing third year or second year, when I was in the initial stage of undergraduate, I have seen many students that instead of using the facilities which they are provided in the campus, they're supposed to prefer the agencies. Like for placements and all, they had a practice of going outside, and from a private agencies, they had a practice of taking training. So what is your view on that, sir? So is it okay to do or is it not okay to do? What is your view on that?
Okay. It's a very fantastic question, I can say. See, I'll tell you what might be the reason or maximum number of people why they will do. Because you need some privacy to go along with your friends for going out, right? So your friends are joining and they are going out, and you also want to say some reason to go out. That's only the reason why you guys are going out. Otherwise, the important point which everyone need to understand, the people, those who are giving you the training outside, they are also the students of your professors, right?
Yes.
So don't you think that these are very, very great legendaries who are available in front of you? Just only the thing, you are not recognizing the value of the potential of the faculty which are next to you.
Yes.
You are just running away thinking that something is there.
Yes.
Okay? So please don't think that something else is there outside. Try to utilize home food.
Yes, agree, sir, agree. So my next question was like, when I was in the end of third year and beginning of fourth year, many companies, prominent companies, supposed to come on campus. So many students had that. I have seen that many friends were saying that let it be, go with this company. I will just ignore this company. I will try for next company. So that was the situation. But when the next companies come, the same statement was repeated. So, for example, X companies come to your campus and they had a mindset that, okay, I will just leave this X company. I will prepare for next Y company. So, however, we had a TPO, they will be bringing many companies. So I can try for next company. So, whenever the Y company comes, again, the same loop will happen. So, is it encourageable, sir, like to do that kind of thing? Just grab the first company. Yeah.
Really, time-bounded kind of question you ask.
Okay.
Correct question you asked for the generation. I'll answer this question, but before that, I'll ask Navneet to answer this.
Yeah.
He's the right example for this question.
Okay.
Navneet, you remember your case only.
Yeah.
Can you please explain to your audience?
So, Akshay, you rightly pointed to a question actually. Like, this is the kind of mindset like even we have when we are in the college, right? Like we got like some small company to our campus, like which is offering very less package, and we thought like okay, let's aim for the higher packages. Oh, let's skip this company and don't waste time here. Like that is how we used to skip them. But at the end of the day, when we are approaching to the last days of college, right? Like there are many of my friends who don't even have the offer because since they have skipped a lot of companies, and I have clearly seen the pain of them. Even after in my days, like the suddenly the COVID came, and everything got logged, and companies are not opening, and they don't have any offer now.
Yeah.
Like I personally saw many people being idle without doing any learning, without doing any job for next 1 year. Like they almost placed after 18 months or 19 months after their graduation. They wasted all their prime time just by skipping these things. And I want you to explain your view on it, sir.
Definitely yes, Navneet. What is the perception of the students? Whatever is coming for first time, it's not good for us. No matter what it is, we will take like either water from the earth, we will throw it outside, right? So, but very few people, the very first droplet of the water which is coming from the borewell, they'll keep it in the puja room. So that is the God gifted droplet for you. So you should never misutilize this, Akshay. You keep it that whether you are drinking that or not, you will decide later. But you have that, a liter, 1 liter water bottle with you, which is God gifted. So point which I want to tell to you, all your audience or my student friends, whoever it may be, or whatever college it is, don't miss any opportunity which is coming and knocking your door first. The 80% of the people are thinking the same concept, like this is not my cup of tea. So competition is less. Grab the opportunity at this point of time. When the competition is on peak, on top, it is very.
Agreed, sir, agreed. And even what Navneet was saying, completely agree with you. And I guess your inputs maybe caution to our audience and the students who are watching this thing and all. And yeah, guys, instead of regretting later in your life, it is better to take risk. And instead of leaving the first chance as a trial, you can just grab it and just make use of that. And that was all the overview of this question. I guess even Navneet has some questions to ask.
Yeah.
Any questions?
So, sorry, Akshay, I'm just going out of the topic.
Okay.
I just want to give the awareness about the admission process for the abroad. So, sir, like I have seen few of my friends like who are manipulating their transcripts to get an admission in the abroad university. I just want you to explain the consequences if they got caught. I want you to give some awareness to those kind of students, because it will be a big crime as far as my knowledge, but I want to hear it from you.
Yeah, Navneet. This is very important questions. Even I also came to know that through some of my student friends community, and some of the agencies, especially outside, they are doing for the sake of money all these things. But student friends, please listen carefully. Stick on to your admission. Whatever is written here, it will get, and whatever you are paid for that, you will get for that. So don't expect anything which is not there in your life for the short-term outcome, short-term happiness. Don't do that. It will seriously affect your remaining entire life. Please don't do such kind of things. Okay.
Thanks for answering it, sir. Like I also have one more question related to this abroad education. So it was even I was looking answer for this question. So after my 2 years of working life, I was thinking to take a break and start my masters. The first thing that comes to my mind is approaching some consultancy so that they will make the process smooth, and it's just like a fly. So it's just like a fly or cakewalk. So what was your view on it? Do we need to approach any consultancies, or do we need to do it by ourselves?
Again, this is eye-opening for many students, those who want to go for abroad and all. It's giving the job opportunity for those consultancies nowadays, right? So based on your consultancy money, they need to live. If you are asking my opinion, yes, do that partially, so that again, ask the question like, is TPO really required for a college? If you're asking me, really not required. If TPO is there, but yes, your search will be narrowed down. Similarly, when you are approaching the agency, don't depend completely on them. They will narrow down your search. These many countries, they will say that we go based on your interest area. You are interested in cybersecurity. You are interested in diversified universities. You are interested with this scholarship. So they'll do the filtering and they will give the list of colleges, list of countries. So then you start going on your own instead of depending on them. So don't completely depend on the agencies. That's what I'm suggesting you.
So in our view, like we can have them as an advisor, but not to take care of the entire process.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Thanks, sir. And I also have one question related to the experience. Like see, currently we are having a very good market, IT market in India. Like so even a 1 year experienced guy is getting paid almost 110% hike. So what are your views on it? Like would he or she should consider this opportunity and make a move, or they should stick to the current company that they are working on? What was your view on it, sir?
It's a tough question to answer because this is my second organization in my 20 years of the experience. So 80% of the people will say that he's not getting any job elsewhere. But people who are closely working with me know what is Kishore all about. It's again, Navneet, satisfaction, commitment, ethical values. It's all depends on you. Money is not everything. Okay. I don't know who told this, but somebody told that I need the money for my survival. That's all, right? So definitely you need lots of money for reaching your expectations, but your father might have told you this. I was so happy when I was earning 1,000 rupees, and I'm not at all happy when I'm earning now 1 lakh. So money brings you problems also. So now what I'm saying is shifting from one company to another company just for the sake of money, not at all as advisable. Percentage, no doubt on that, organizations will recognize you. They will take you to the apex of the body.
So to summarize it, like just because of money, making a move does not make sense. But just in case if he has any career progression by making this move, he might even consider it. But just for money and all.
Yes, that's a different story. Suppose you joined in testing area, but you are interested into analytics area.
Okay.
You got an opportunity in analytics now. Yes, there is definitely there is a reason for that. Your move.
Okay. Thanks. I'm good with my thing. And Akshay, please go ahead with your question.
So yeah, sir, like until now we were focusing on the service-based company. So we'll just look into the product-based company also. So like I heard this it's kind of like in Kannada we say gali matam. So it's so just a small statement, sir. Like in product-based company we heard that they'll be pay more and all, and they also expect more from the candidate. So is it true, sir? What is your view on that?
Yes, Akshay. So I answered you this question also. There is no separate department of product-based companies or service-based companies. Both are like, only one only. It's a job, right? So I have a question to you both. Do you think international schools will teach you more than 26 letters in the alphabet? Definitely no. They'll also teach, but they'll charge more, right? Why?
Brand.
They'll charge more. Why?
Brand value.
It's a brand, right? So, so X company pay you more because that's a brand. Y company pay you less. That's a low brand. That's all. Okay. Or Y brand pay you medium salary, but serving more people. That is also right. So understand that, like, product-based companies squeeze you like anything. They'll ask you to work for 48 hours in a day. It's impossible. Wrong. There are 24 hours for any company, and out of 24 hours, every company will have the culture of the working culture of 8 hours maximum or 10 hours. This is what I am thinking.
Yes, sir. Agreed, sir. Agreed. And yes, I completely agree with your inputs and all. And regarding that, as I was mentioning, it's all about the satisfaction. So just one more curious question, sir. Like if you're looking into other branch apart from the CSC, other branches like EC, mechanical, and the civil and all. So is it encourageable for those students to shift from their core companies to IT companies? Is that okay, sir? Because like for 4 years of time, they'll be learning all the syllabus and all the knowledge which is necessary for this particular department. But at the end of 4th year, they'll be shifting to a different domain, like for IT sector, which is not in the curriculum majorly. So is it okay to do that action, or is not encourageable? Can you talk on that?
Definitely, sir. It's a burning question for many students. Sorry, some of the placement officers are also giving the answers like, there are no good opportunities for civil and mechanical students. So that's the reason why you better go for IT industry.
Okay.
Sorry for that, because even though there are science seats are available, these students have chosen this particular branch with some passion and interest.
Yeah, agreed.
Fighting with their parents also, some of the students have chosen this.
Agreed.
And end of 4th year, they are ending up with settling down with IT sector. One way is like, the way how we need to think, it is about their need. Like, after their graduation, he or she need to take care of their family. So they need some earnings.
Yeah.
So IT industry is such kind of an opportunity for them, which can survive their need. Like immediately they can take it up. But the students don't have any issues, financial problems or anything. If they're having some patience and, starting off my interview also told you, right? Know what you want to become and do what, also know where you are right now.
Yeah.
So if you can start preparing from the day one or whenever time is permitting you, targeting that company. For an example, civil and mechanical students if they are cracking GATE exam, government Navratna companies are offering you 85,000 rupees salary starting. Government jobs.
Good.
So how many students are aware of this information? And it is not at all difficult than your MSET exam.
Yes, sir.
Why people are not choosing for that?
Okay.
So this is lack of awareness and with the kind of strong opinion that GATE we qualify. But understand if you can start working on that, you can crack it. And also I'm suggesting like, IT industry or mechanical core company, it depends on your interest again. 4 years back when you are not so mature, your maturity levels were different. Now, after 4 years, your maturity levels are different. Now, if you're thinking, I'll be happy with the IT industry, go for that.
Yes. Yeah.
Still thinking that I want to be happy with the core engineering, wait for that and work for that.
Got it. And yeah, guys, here if you're looking into the outcome of Kishore sir's point, awareness plays a very important role. So if you have awareness and if you have a thinking capability, you can go in a correct path and you can prevent regression in later in your life. So one thing what I want to say to you guys as a friend is be aware among what you want to do. Awareness plays a very important role, and you can take many large steps and all, but awareness is the seed for that action. So yeah, sir, like I completely agree with you. And I guess even Navneet has some questions to ask. Over to you, Navneet.
So, sir, like my question is very simple. Like, this is a common mistake everyone does. Like, I have seen many of my friends doing the same. We all have the academic projects at the end of the fourth semester. Sorry, eighth semester.
Yeah.
So people tend to buy some projects and just showcase them to the faculty to get the marks. Like, I just want to hear from you, like how it helped to your students, like who are concentrating on the academic projects, and how they made difference compared to the people who just buying the projects.
This is really again good question for the audience. Maximum number of students will think that this mini project, major project is useful for the people, those who are entering into the faculty community, like research area. What we will do if we are going for ABC company or XYZ company, we will never and all. So there is no use at all with this kind of research oriented education. So chalo, we'll submit one thesis report by changing our name or title. But understand, all the companies, probably both are working for different organizations. None of your company people are saying that, we are looking for the, programmers who are good at coding. They are all saying that we are looking at problem solvers. So do you know what is meant by problem solvers? It's called the major project, mini project. Approach, I still remember my students keep on replying to me, or recruiters keep on saying to me, Kishore sir, when we are asking the question to the students, we will never expect them to answer that question because we also don't have the answer for that question. But the approach of how they are solving that problem, how boundary conditions they are taking, what are the limitations they are taking, the approach to solve that problem, if we are convinced, we will hire them. So this mini project and major project, Navneet and Akshay, please educate your juniors also. Plays a very, very, very important role and practice. Okay, that's Indian education system. Positively, we are having. They should do that in a proper manner, starting from the literature review and problem identification, methodology. What registered things, or what are the challenges, what are the benefits through your solution. You are going to achieve more and more things if you are going with the same approach what you are going in real for your mini project and major project. It will seriously helps you for your progression in your organization.
Got it, sir. Got it. And yeah, like to my audience, my friends, like as Kishore sir was mentioning, don't be light with the minor project as well as the major project. I can say that these are the two situation projects which can give an overview of the corporate, the environment. Because guys, when you go into corporate, it's all about logical solving the problem. So if you are good at, if you give your 100% during the fourth year of your engineering, you can get a momentum during your corporate sector. You can get the full marks, but later in your life, you'll be regretting for the decision which you took in the previous thing. So just as a friend, I'm mentioning you, don't do and don't regret in your life later.
Can we talk about the failures? Like, for me, in my first company, failure is I just went to a lot of depression. I still remember it. But when I overcome it, right, it's just like a flow. Like I got 7 to 7 back-to-back offers, but the initial day was like very hectic. I lost myself completely. Like the situation was like this actually. All like we went 6 people went to the interview, and among 6, right, me and Vishnu are the only 2 people who haven't got the offer, and remaining everyone got. And Kishore sir has the expectations only on me and Vishnu. So he was like, okay, anyway, you both will get the offers. And he was doubting Teja and other people. And they got the they got the offer, and we were like, we just came with, normal, ninja offer. Like, and we don't even know that we got the ninja offer. We were thinking like, we are rejected. We don't have any offer.
I guess what was the problem is, you are good at technical, you are good at coding, but that pressure of expectation from Kishore sir was diverting.
Whatever it might be, like, those days were like very hectic for me. Like, I still remember Kishore sir, kept me and he took counseling. He was like, okay, what happened? Nothing, you lost. Like, he was like, okay, you have food to eat, you have money to, live. Why you are worrying? So, sir, I just want to conclude the question, like, asking you to give suggestions to the people who just failed during the initial stage of the career.
Definitely, Navneet. When a company is coming for, recruiting X number for a cluster of 1,000 people, definitely they will not take all the people, right? So they'll pick only the best cluster out of this 1,000 students. Doesn't mean that the remaining all are not at all useful for that company. There is a mismatch. Probably they have not prepared well, or weather is not sufficient for them to prepare well. Whatever reason it may be, doesn't mean that the world is ending there. And at this point of junction, let me add important point about the backlog students. Do you think the backlog students are the failures in their life, really?
No, sir.
No, definitely. They are the CEOs of many companies after 5 years. So please understand, the failure is only the failure at that point of time. Just now only you told, like, you failed at 2 companies, and next 7 companies continuously you got one offer. So are you really successful person now? Again, because my expectations are more, you are not a successful person. I expect you to get better than that. So my point, Navneet, either to you or the people, those who are not successful on the day one, think that is not your day, but make sure that don't repeat the mistakes again and again. Correct your mistakes and learn from your mistakes and make sure that you are achieving your goal.
All right. For that conclusion, I would like to give a small statement from my end, the definition of mistake. So without knowing, doing mistake is okay, but knowing that it's a mistake and again doing the same mistake is called mistake. So that was
the crime, I can say.
So yeah, guys, and yeah, Navneet, it's a good and valid question and thanks for asking that. And yeah, sir, just one more question. It was popping in my head. Like, I just seen my many friends that during the eligibility of companies, so many companies will be having the eligibility criteria. So they will be allowing people to sit if they're having 60 and more than 60%. So even I have seen many friends that they have like 58, 59.9 the percentage in the intermediate, and because of that issue, they will be not able to sit for that company. But they are too talented than the person who can crack any company. So what is your suggestion for such kind of students?
Again, see, if I same question, like, don't you think that this person is going to be successful in his life?
Yes, sir. I can say that.
He will be successful, right? No doubt on that.
No.
Only the thing, he's missing that 1, 2, 3 opportunities. So those opportunities which are available for the general pool, he is not eligible.
He's eligible.
But there are plenty number of opportunities that are available for him also. Worrying that I am not eligible for this cluster of companies.
Yes,
but he's not focusing on the companies on the other side where he is eligible. So let them not struggle much, for the companies which are rejecting him. Let him struggle. Let him, work hard for the companies who are looking at these kind of people also.
Got it. So instead of, worrying, I have 59.9, it's all about the awareness. You can search for other opportunities which are suitable for him. And many, I guess, like many companies doesn't have eligibility also. So you can go for that approach. And yeah, guys, as sir was giving his input, you can, awareness among your company set is very important. And don't be demotivated because you are not satisfying the eligibility. Just have awareness and just look into the company who doesn't have eligibility, because those company, instead of seeing the marks, the eligibility, they will be seeing your talent. And if possible, just worry about your skill set and just try to work on it. So that was small talk from my end. So additional to looking into the eligibility, I also have a question regarding the backlog. So, like backlog, okay. And it's also encourageable that how much, as much as possible, it is necessary to clear. So even I have seen that many companies won't accept if you have a backlog. So many people will be demotivated for them, and they won't perform well during the academic. So any suggestion for those students?
Yeah, only suggestions again, stop worrying, start acting. Right. So today opportunity is not there for you.
Yes, sir.
But for sure, you are going to be graduated after 4 years or 5 years, right?
Yes, sir.
So 100% is you are clearing your backlogs. That's what I'm saying. Like, even the backlog people also should not worry, stop worrying and start reacting for the things. Like, after 4 years of graduation or 5 years of graduation, definitely they will be clearing their backlog.
Yes, sir.
So during that time, they should not have the regrets. I would have prepared well during my 4 years. So start preparing along with the flow. Today, opportunity is not there for proving what you are. There are situations like, where opportunity will come and knock your door. By that time, you should be ready with your all weapons to, face the battle. So that's only my advice for all the backlog students. Also, backlog students, don't separate them. They're also are human beings. They are also, because of various reasons, they did not concentrated much on their academics. But so I think, in my opinion, they are the most talented people.
Agreed, sir. Agreed.
Yeah.
So I guess I have question. Navneet bro have some question.
Okay. Yes, Navneet.
So, sir, I just want to know, like, some trend that is happening, like, even if you don't get the job, right, you just need to pay 50 to 1 lakh, 50,000 to 1 lakh. You can just, submit some fake experience and you can get a job. I just want to hear the consequences of doing such kind of activities. Like, you were telling me sometime long back, people will be kept in the NASCOM block list and all. So I just want to, give the awareness from you, like, so that everyone will be well aware of doing such scams.
Yeah. So here, please understand the point. Like, no company will generally ask for the money, Navneet, because if the information is out, organization management will punish the employee very severely. So it's a, third party who are directly tying up with one or two employee of that particular organization, and definitely bad routes are not at all encourageable. That's only what I can say. Never ever thought of such kind of things. It may give you, jump in your progression or profession, but it is not a lifetime happiness for you.
Okay. Got it. Guys, like the main overview of this point is, instead of choosing the path of shortcuts, shortcuts can give a temporary happiness, but the long-term happiness you cannot enjoy. So instead of choosing the shortcut path, it's necessary to go with the highway, which has a long way path. So just, don't go in a shortcut because you will suffer in your early stage of your life. So whatever the achievements if you done in previous life, it's gonna be impactable. So in Kannada we have a kappu chukke. We have a word called kappu chukke. So like a black dot on a white saree. So it will be like that kind of impression. So don't choose shortcuts. When I was in the first day of my engineering, when I came to Geetham, I was in this thing, Vishweshwara building, 6th floor, 568 room number. So there, I was not in a kind of a person who was to interact with the people. So when I joined we had a club in college, Gusak Club. I guess you heard about that. Gusak Club. There, we took many initiation and we conducted many this thing, events and all. So even later days, I got a responsibility of conducting many events and all. I can say that was the turning point for everything, sir. The way of interaction with the people. The main view of it's very necessary to be a part of any cultural activity. So, what is your view on that, sir?
Natural flow. Okay.
So, like, what is your view on that, sir? Like, whether you suggest students, apart from academics, being a complete 100% nerd, it is necessary to, explore the cultural activities also, participating in the dance, making anchoring and drama, skit, apart from academics. Is it necessary, sir?
100%. As you asked in the, middle of the interview, soft skills role and all. This is called soft skills role. Right? Habituating, talking to the people without any fear in any language, with signals, signs,
Yes,
sign
yeah.
language.
That's what.
This is called communication.
Communication.
How effectively you are convincing each and every person. Okay, how effectively you are taking pressure when situation is not encouraging you.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, effectively you are solving a puzzle when your demand, when you're not able to meet your demand, expectations from your professors. So you must involve equally the way, I can say more than your academics. Not equally, more than your academics. Because if you are doing more than your academics, academics will also come on par with, will make you responsible.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so I suggest all the student friends, make sure that you are involving in as many clubs as possible, as many activities as possible. Okay, then everything will come into your life automatically.
Completely agree with you, sir. See, guys, a small suggestion from my end as a friend to you. If possible, if you are early stage of your college, just try to be a part of any college club. If there is no club, college, be a person who can, have your own club. Because if you're looking into its benefit, there are n number of benefits, guys. Okay. So number one is the leadership. If you have a capability of creating a new club, you can take leadership. You can talk with the people. If you try to relate this work with the corporate sector is all about handling the things and solving the situation. So if you are having this level of experience, you can handle those situations easily in later of your life. Since we have been working in this the training and placement as officer from a long time, so you will be a right person to ask this question and also answer this question. So since there is a progress in the placements and all, the quality placement. So even I am a bit jealous regarding our junior. So what is your prediction regarding their progress, sir? Like what is the number of the time and the number of the placements they can achieve? Any prediction, and what is your opinion on that, sir?
Now, our job is to make sure that each and every student should be satisfied. That is our commitment. That is our goal. Yes, we never work for any superiors that somebody is observing us or not. We are committed for serving every individual. So 729 engineering students are there. We should serve 729. Provided if they are expecting any support from us, then we are ready to support. If they are saying that we will take care of our own, then we will say good luck. Good luck. So prediction is definitely yes. Year on year, it's a self-decided goal. So compared to Navneet batch, which is 2020, you're talking about Navneet batch, but Navneet knows 2019, 2018 batches also. So it is, self-oriented goal. Year on year, we are achieving all our targets. We are pretty much sure that we'll achieve very good results for 2023 passing out batch. That is your juniors also.
So last and final question of our talk, sir, like what is your suggestion to our audience, your students, basically?
Suggestions, my dear Akshay and Navneet, but I keep on telling in all my meetings, no matter how much grown big you are, never ever forget your parents and your faculty. Just because one community, like, parents gave the birth to you and faculty, shaped you to live in this society in a great manner. So salute to both of them and respect them always in your life. That's all I want to say. Let me take this opportunity to say a big thanks to Akshay and Navneet. I think this is my first interview with Akshay. I hope to do more and more interviews with him.
Sure, sir.
You are doing, Akshay, a very great job. You remember or not? During Navneet time, we started doing interviews.
Testimonial.
My team used to do the interviews. My faculty used to do the interviews. Some criticize, like, who will watch your videos. But after seeing your videos, I'm understanding, like, there are some people who are getting inspired through our videos. So we stopped our videos because one of the faculty mentioned that, Akshay videos are becoming more viral than the GCCC videos. So somehow our purpose should be survived. So Akshay, wish you all the very best and good luck, and keep sharing this knowledge to as many students as possible, especially for the rural engineering students where they don't have the TPO and guidance and all. It will be really useful. Good luck, Akshay, and thanks, Navneet, for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure is ours.
Thank you, sir, for those all, motivational, inspire, and everything talk from you. And yes, sir, like even as I mentioned regarding the satisfaction thing, so I am getting satisfaction from what I do. And yes, sir, thank you once again for all your talk. And Navneet, bro, super senior, bro. And thanks. I know, like, you'll be busy with your company thing and all. And thank you once again, man, for joining today.
Yeah. Pleasure is mine, man. Thanks for, I need to thank you for, you provided opportunity to share screen with Kishore, sir. It's a big memory for me.
Pleasure, man, pleasure. And yeah, sir, thank you once again for my heart. And thanks once again. Yes. And yeah, guys, this is all about today's interaction talk with Kishore sir and my super senior Navneet. And we'll be doing many videos. Just stay tuned. Just if you're not a subscribe to our channel, please do subscribe. Hit the bell icon. And if you want to ask any kind of questions regarding the placements or any stuff, just make use of YouTube comment section. Surely I'll be answering them. And guys, we also have a Telegram community group by name WeGrow. If you want to ask any kind of questions with respect to any company, you can ping over there, and people from respected company will answer those questions. And yeah, guys, this is our today's talk. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye.